the king of Iron Fist tournaments.
Tekken may host the King of Iron Fist tournament, but finding victory will require more than a heavy hand. Knowledge, execution, and quick reflexes will get you further than simply knowing the strongest attacks. Like its predecessor, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 takes the 3D combat mechanics of the Tekken series and doubles the number of combatants, allowing for more complex and dynamic matches. The action is supported by a robust mode selection and helps make this fighter a treat for future heirs of the Mishima Zaibatsu. Despite their differences in roster, mechanics, and number of dimensions, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 share some similarities. Both are fast-paced, brutal games with a rhythm of split-second mind games and long combo strings. Building an extended combo requires understanding and application of 3 attack types: launchers, bounds, and tagging. Launchers knock your opponent helplessly into the air, where they can be juggled using a few quick-hitting strikes. Then comes the bound. Bound attacks yank your foe out of the air and rebound him off the ground. As the foe bounces back, the attacking player may carry the assault further by finishing the string solo or incorporating a tag. By holding the tag button immediately after performing a bound, your partner will dash in from off-screen and strike. The attack performed may be entered manually, or one will be selected automatically by continuing to hold the tag button. In either case, control then switches back to the original attacker, who then finishes out the combo. There are other ways to utilize your tag partner, such as switching between the two or performing a 2-person tag throw. But the ability to summon your partner temporarily after a bound helps the pair feel like a cohesive unit, working together to achieve victory. A tag team's symbiotic nature extends to their health as well. Both fighters on a tag team have their own health bars. However, if one fighter loses all of his or her health, then that team loses the round, regardless of how much health the other fighter retained. If all this talk about bounds and tag combos sounds confusing, you're not alone. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is a difficult game. It's easy to make mistakes and to leave yourself wide open for a counterattack. To play Tekken is to walk one of the genre's most dangerous tightropes. However, for those who endure, they will discover a high ceiling for improvement, thanks in part to each character's extensive move list. With a cast of 44 fighters, not counting the free DLC characters, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 has a respectable roster. And each fighter has an arsenal of attacks for almost any situation. On top of that, the specific qualities of each character's moves are not immediately apparent. Jin and Brian both have low kicks to the shin, but how do these moves differ, and when should you use them? The game may not help you understand the intricacies of each fighter, but it will help you grasp the basics with Fight Lab. This is the game's primary educational mode, as well as its main narrative mode. In Fight Lab, you help Playboy businessman Violet fine-tune his Combot, a multi-purpose robot who borrows individual moves from the rest of the cast. This mode does several things right to make itself attractive for new players. Lessons move at a slow pace, covering the basics of offense, defense, and movement. They're also funny, including spoofs of a few Street Fighter alums and one-off minigames. Outside of the Fight Lab, the single-player offerings in this game adhere to the fighting genre norm. Time trial, survival, team battle, arcade mode, and offline versus are all accounted for, as well as ghost battle and practice mode. Ghost battles are great for tailoring the game to your skill level, as you can dictate the difficulty of each successive fight. Rounding out the single-player offerings is the game's practice mode. All the standard features are present, but two that stand out are its defensive training and positioning options. Defensive training lets you program a move or a series of moves for the AI to perform in random order for you to practice guarding against. The positioning options let you automatically reset your characters anywhere in the arena. This is especially handy for practicing wall combos, one of the key ways to score big damage. Online, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 provides all the features fighting enthusiasts have come to expect. Fighters can compete in ranked matches to improve your personal ranking, or in friendly player matches against multiple opponents. Two players can also join up and practice against each other online, or fight on the same team against others. With regard to online performance, this game ran very well under the right conditions. Against opponents of a 3 or 4 bar connection rating, regardless of region, matches performed without serious issue. Dropping below that ranking resulted in noticeable lag during interstitials and the fights themselves. Clear connection indicators are present to help players avoid suboptimal matches. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is a challenging fighter that rewards speed and ferocity to those who make the commitment. Its humorous and educational fight lab and defensive training options in practice mode make great educational tools before stepping into the game's numerous other modes. And these modes are all supported by a challenging and well-realized fighting system with near endless room for player improvement. While some fighting games have simplified mechanics in the name of accessibility, the Tekken series remains unapologetically brutal.